Thanks for joining the Real Mom Gang podcast, where 4 new moms bonded over their obsession with baby classes and keeping it real. Here's your hosts, Amanda, Chantel, Jenna, and Lauren. Hey, so it's been another week and a bit of this isolation life, or hashtag quarantine life, I guess it is. We have Chantel and Amanda on the line again today, and one of the babies is sleeping, the other two aren't, so bear with us. Things could get crazy. We don't know. We are all drinking wine tonight. We've got a white, a red, and a rosé. And this week I think we were just going to talk about different shows we've been watching on Netflix, because we've probably all been watching a lot more TV than we normally do. So girls, what are your top shows right now?
Definitely Working Moms.
All I hear is Blue Star in the back, but I hear like some kind of TV game show or something.
And then Callie's playing with her toys right now.
Oh, I was like, what is going on? Oh, I'm like, what is going on?
Sorry about that. My daughter decided that she was going to take a 4:30 nap, which really screwed us up for her 7 o'clock bedtime. So I tried to get her to bed at 7, and it was not happening because she is wide awake, standing up in her crib, wants to party. So I ended up bringing her back downstairs, and now she's probably going to play for an hour while we do this, and then hopefully I'll get her down at some point.
I thought it was like a video game Eric was playing or something.
Oh, Blue Star! I mean, what is he playing? A children's game? So
yeah.
Mario Party?
Sonic.
I love Mario Party.
Yeah, that is effective.
So yeah,
sorry, about the shows, yeah.
Yeah, Working Moms is definitely one of them.
Did you finish all of them?
I haven't finished them all, but I'm getting there. It's so funny though. It's so good.
And it's a show that,
beautiful.
yeah, it's a show that every mom could relate to. It's just so on point with everything.
Yeah, like you have to relate to like one of the moms on there. If not, you know someone exactly like one of the moms on there.
Yeah.
Especially with all the baby groups we've been to.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. It's really good. And then, of course, we watched Tiger King, which is like the hot show on Netflix, which is just like the most ridiculous show, and it all made sense to me when they started talking about like, oh yeah, I've done some meth, and I'm like, of course you have. Of course.
But the big question is,
everyone's just on meth.
did you think Carol Baskin killed her husband?
Yes.
Oh, 100%. There's no way she didn't. I was heard that they're reinvestigating now.
I did hear that, yeah.
So they're like going to reopen the case. And I'm like, good, because she for sure 100% did it.
Yeah, for sure. I was joking around with Josh. I was saying, like, once Preston gets older and he goes to school and they talk about this pandemic, and the teachers are like, okay, you need to write a report on what you guys did to, like, stay sane, or what your parents used to do to stay sane during these times. And he's going to ask me, and I'm going to be like, well, we watched this documentary about some gay meth tiger trainers and their zoo. And that's how we stay sane during these times.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
I think that they just released a update episode on Thursday. Have you guys watched it?
No, I didn't.
Oh, for Tiger King, they just released like an extra episode. And I think it's like kind of like a where are they now type thing, but I haven't watched it.
No, I haven't watched it either, actually. Josh pointed it out.
Hi, Kelly.
I'll have to watch it. I didn't even know there was that out right now. Callie's just waving in the background.
No, that was your husband waving.
That was Eric waving.
Eric and Callie. Hi, Callie.
We also watch Ozark, and it just came out with season 3, and we binge watched that in a couple days. Do you guys watch that?
It's actually so good. We haven't made it to the 3rd season.
Oh, okay.
So we watched the first 2.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would say like it was really good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
I haven't watched it. Josh watched it. He binge watched it, but I haven't watched that one. I'm not that big of a movie, like a TV person.
Yeah.
And if I do watch TV, it has to be something that really like gets my attention.
Like 90 Day Fiance.
Sorry?
Like 90 Day Fiance.
Like 90 Day Fiance. Girl, that gets my attention. It has to be reality TV or like psychopath serial killer. There's no in between.
Fair enough.
It's really hard for me too. There's either like the show either has to be like something that's really really good for me to watch the full season, or otherwise I'm just over it. But we've been binging a lot of reality TV shows, and some of them are just like so ridiculous. Like we binge watched Siesta Key, which is like a bunch of 20-year-olds that are like rich as hell. And they all sleep with the same guy and sleep with each other's boyfriends, and it's just like so out of control.
Sounds like my kind of show.
Yeah.
We started watching Vanderpump Rules.
That's I watched that one.
Watches that.
Yeah, it's a bunch of like 20-year-olds again that like work at the same bar, and again they all just it's just so much drama, so much cheating, so much like ridiculous.
But it's hard to stop.
I know, it actually keeps my attention for sure, but then at the same time I'm like, I would never, ever, ever want to live my life like that.
No.
With that much drama, I could not handle it.
Oh, speaking of drama, what about that other one? What's that one that we watched on Netflix, the dating one?
Oh, Love is Blind.
Yeah, Love is Blind. That was good.
That was
really
good.
good.
I enjoyed that too. That was really good.
At first I was like, come on. How can they expect these people to friggin' propose to each other after like, what was it, a week or something like that?
I think it was like
3 days.
3 days or something, yeah. But then when I started watching it and like seeing all the time that they like talk to each other, and then once I heard that it was actually filmed a couple years ago and all the couples are still that got married and stuff are still together, maybe it did work.
Yeah, that's so crazy to me. I really only thought the one couple was gonna make it.
Yeah, Cameron and Lauren.
There was only two that got married at the altar, like
Cameron and Lauren.
Cam and Lauren.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Cam and
then-
Lauren.
Barnett
Super
and
cute, but-
Amber.
Oh yeah.
And
I
then
didn't think they were gonna make it.
No.
They did.
and they're like super solid. I creeped I creeped their Instagrams and they're like having like the best time.
They make
Wow.
a good couple. Like
Yeah.
they seem like very good for each other.
And then Gianna and that other guy are back together.
Yeah, I saw
And are
that.
they still together?
Yeah. Yeah. I creep them every once in a while.
She's the firecracker.
Yeah,
she
she's
likes to have,
crazy.
like, the drama in her life, I
Yeah.
feel like.
She's
Yeah,
Like,
Oh,
this is going too good. How can I ruin this?
yeah.
Yeah.
How can I pick a fight?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was nuts.
Spice it up, so.
Did you guys watch The Circle?
Yeah, I
I
watched this girl.
I watched like half of it and then I gave up on it.
I liked it. It was very like, because there was not a lot of drama, because they weren't like together in the same room, and there wasn't opportunity for them to do much outside of what the show set up. So I felt like it was nice and lighthearted. Like there was never any like that much vindictiveness, or I don't know. I kind of liked it. It was just very
I
lighthearted.
just found it like kind of dragged on. Like after the 8th time they brought somebody back into the house, I'm like, okay, I give up on this show, and that's when I stopped watching it.
Yeah, fair
And you
enough.
stopped watching it when it was almost over. Like, that was
Yeah.
the very
Yeah.
last people to enter the house.
This is what I'm saying. My attention span for like certain TV shows, I just after like 6 episodes, I'm like, okay, like if it's not advancing, I had enough. Like I turned it off. There has to be some kind of like
Over
advancement or yeah. Another one that I really liked was Glow,
Oh yeah,
and I know you watched it too, Jenna.
yeah. Have you watched that,
was a really
Chantal?
good one.
No,
I feel
haven't
like
seen
you
it.
guys. I think like I watched it with Jordan, and I think Eric would really like it too.
Eric
So
will
what,
love
it's about,
It's-
about 80s wrestling?
Female wrestling.
Yeah,
So-
no, there's no way Eric's gonna watch that. He's gonna like turn it off immediately.
No, I don't know. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. I don't know. I think he might like it.
Really like it.
Oh, I'll have to get him to watch it.
Just tell him it's hot 80s retro.
Yeah, and they're in tights.
Yeah.
Nice.
And they're both
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
Perfect. There's a couple new documentaries out right now that I heard are really good too, like The Pharmacist. Have you guys heard of that one?
No.
No.
So apparently it's about this pharmacist and his son dies of like a drug overdose. He like goes out and gets drugs and they didn't even know he was on drugs. And then his dad becomes obsessed with finding the guy that like killed his son from selling him drugs. And he ends up investigating all these like doctors that make prescriptions for people, but they like overprescribe their clients, so they get them addicted to these drugs. And then he does like this huge investigation, and there's all these doctors that are like overprescribing their clients. And then there's even like one of the doctors apparently owns like a night clinic, and he like opens up like late hours to like sell people like prescriptions. Like he just writes them prescriptions for anything without them even needing prescriptions.
Prescription drugs are so scary. They're way over, like, there's too much money involved in them. That's the problem, I think. Without getting too deep into politics and such like that.
Yeah, for sure. And then we're watching How to Fix a Drug Scandal right now. We're only on episode 2, so I don't really know where it's going, but so far, basically, it's about a chemist that starts doing meth at work and tampering with all the evidence that comes in
Oh my
from
god.
cases.
Wow.
And I think she like steals all the drugs from these like cases and like does them.
Oh,
She's
wow.
just at work high as hell. It's so crazy. To me, I'm just like, at what point do you just decide like today is a good day to do meth?
Yeah, and how is that your gateway drug?
You have like a hardcore job. You're like testing all these like different drugs to make sure that they're real, and then all of a sudden you just like decide, you know what, I'm gonna try this right now. And then
At work.
it just blew my mind. I'm like, at what point do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine just being at work and being like, 5 o'clock, probably a good time to do meth for the first time?
Amanda, do you see that white dot on Chantel's chin?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. I thought it was me.
Have another glass. I should have been like, no, I don't see that, Jenna. Have another glass of wine.
Now there's 3 dots. You see that?
Yeah.
So other than binge watching shows, what have you guys been up to this week? Amanda, you got some nice outdoor furniture?
I did. I went on Garage and Marketplace because I figured if we're going to be stuck to sitting inside our houses for who knows how long, or being on our back decks or patios, whatever, I thought I should maybe soup it up. So I purchased like a wicker couch set from my neighbor. He said he was selling it, so I was like, perfect. So scored that off of him. And then I just bought a fire table today.
Amanda is the garage queen, by the way, everyone.
I scored such a good price on the fire table. I was so happy about it because I was looking at them online and I was like, I don't want to spend like $400 on one. And I ended up finding one for $70.
Wow.
And it's in like great condition. So I had Josh pick it up right away. The guy actually lived right down the street from me, so it was perfect.
Oh,
so
perfect.
He picked that up, and then he's apparently making me gardening boxes this week. I think this week he's doing it since it's gonna warm up. So I can do some gardening in the back. And I'm gonna get a couple things for Preston. Like I'm trying to look for a swing with a slide.
Yeah, those are a hot commodity right now.
It really is a hot commodity, and I've had the chance to get it 2 or 3 times, and I've been screwed over now 2 or 3 times to get this damn swing. And I want to get him a sandbox as well. So, we're going to have some fun in the back this year, so pretty excited about that.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
I think that's going to be like a lot of people. We're actually going to use our yards.
Yeah.
For like the first time.
Well, the guy who we got the fire pit from, he was talking, Josh went to go pick it up, and he said, like, yeah, I'm getting rid of it because my wife, like, wants to invest in all brand new stuff this year because she says we're going to be in our yard all year. And, like, I think it's where a lot of people's head is at.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, like, those swing sets and the slides are going so fast because
Yeah.
we might not be able to bring the kids to the park. So you bring the park to them if we can't bring them. So, yeah, just at least, like, I'm grateful. Like, before we moved out west, we were living in an apartment with just like a balcony on the 3rd floor. So I'm so grateful that this is happening while I'm out here and we have a big yard that we can just hang out in with the kids, because being in an apartment building with like a baby, it must be hard.
Yeah.
It was hard just being an adult in an apartment building. Yeah. So.
Oh, can you imagine, like, yeah.
Yeah, no, we were on the 3rd floor, and it was just like, it wasn't like a glass pad, it wasn't like glass railings, it was like wrought iron railings or whatever.
Like 2 chairs on them.
Yeah, exactly. And then, it was too sketchy to have a baby up there, so I'm just so grateful that we have a yard and a place for us to hang out in as a family, so.
For sure.
And Jenna, you set up your,
yeah, we have, we got a fire pit, like a real wood one, but Jordan didn't want it burning like we had to redo the grass last year, so he built like this kind of platform underneath it so that we'll move it off the grass when we're not using it, and then when we are using it, since it's real fire, it'll get so hot it won't burn the grass. So we got that, and we got a little bit of firewood delivered too, so hopefully this week, if it warms up, we'll do some fires and be able to be outside more, because that just makes all the difference. I find, like, in my mind, if we're outside
more. Jordan and Jen are big campers, so that being taken away from them is like a big deal.
I know. Yeah, we're still waiting to hear about that, because where our seasonal spot is, they don't know if they're going to open up for May 1st at this point. Well, I'm sure they won't at this point, maybe for May 1st, and then we were looking at that other place, but they don't know yet either, so. Because we don't mind going out there and just staying in our spot and not going anywhere. Like, it's totally self-contained. So if it opens, that's great. But if it doesn't, we want to be comfortable here too.
Exactly. Yeah, like, you bring, like, if you can't go camping, you bring the camping to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you just going to set up a tent in the backyard?
Yeah, I was going to say, just pitch a tent in the backyard.
Yeah, right. With Austin.
First tenting, overnight tent experience.
People do tent with babies, but I never would. I don't know. I guess we would have if we had to. But.
I feel like it would be
so. Never say never, Jenna.
Yeah.
We're gonna see her in July. She's like, screw this. I'm pitching a tent.
Yeah.
In your backyard. Yeah. I think it would just be challenging. Like, it would be a lot harder to have a baby in a tent. Not that it would be impossible.
No, people do it. I think you have to have like a little
work.
Separate little cot thing or something.
If it's in your backyard, if it doesn't work out too well, you just go back in the house.
Yeah, that's true.
You already have to pack so much just to like go anywhere with an infant.
Yeah.
I can imagine going to like an actual campground and staying in a tent and having to bring like everything with you.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot. So.
Yeah, it would be.
How was Easter? What did you guys do?
We didn't do too much just because Callie doesn't quite understand like the Easter bunny, or she can't have the chocolate or anything, but we just did a
nice little... Don't tell.
Me and Eric ended up getting some chocolates for ourselves though.
Nice.
I of course got mini eggs, because mini eggs are the best thing ever. And Eric got himself a chocolate bunny. And for Callie, we bought her a basket with some goodies, and then we just did a photo shoot with some rabbit ears and some eggs. Wished everyone a happy Easter.
Yeah.
It was a little bit tough because Eric's mom's like really big on even getting us Easter trees, and she was all excited to get the grandkids stuff too. But
Aw.
she ended up not getting anything, and then she felt really guilty about it. But I was like, don't even worry about it. And she's like, well, I just figured like we wouldn't be able to see you guys or really celebrate, so we didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But she's all bummed about it. So.
Oh, it's so hard.
Well, it's okay because right now she doesn't even really understand.
She doesn't know. Yeah.
If she did, then I would definitely have done the trail and everything. But.
Yeah. Well, we didn't even
we
let
all
Austin
got,
have Easter on Easter. We made him wait till today.
Oh yeah. Better spread out those events.
Yeah, it was our anniversary yesterday, so we ordered in some Italian dinner. And then today we gave him, I got a little tractor thing off of garage sale for $5, but it looks brand new. He really likes that. It's really cute. I like a ride on. And then did the same basket and bunny ears and stuff like that. So just simple, but fun to document for the future, I guess. I don't know.
And how about you, Amanda?
So we have to mention we all got the same basket.
Yeah.
We all got our babies' baskets that have their name on the ear of the bunny on the basket, and then they all got the onesies that say my first Easter, which, I should make a post and I'll upload it to our Instagram.
Yeah.
And yeah, Preston hated the bunny ears.
I thought he would have been cool with it.
I tried to get the cutest picture and he just hated them. He just kept trying to rip them off his head. He couldn't stand them. So I didn't even attempt the tail.
Yeah.
So we just did turkey dinner, and next day I made like turkey pot pies and did a turkey soup and made a cake and drank 2 bottles of wine and yeah.
Lots of eating.
Sounds like a party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love like how right now we every day we share all our food pictures with each other, and then the next day someone usually makes something that someone else made,
Yeah, like the cake. Jenna shared her cinnamon roll cake.
with cream cheese icing.
And the next day, I had to make it.
Yeah.
So thanks.
Like, how many people are in their homes baking right now?
I know.
Like, everyone.
All the posts
And
about
it's like,
people
you
making
can't
bread
find
and
yeast anywhere. Everyone's making bread.
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, it's true. I like one source of entertainment, because there's nothing really going on in any of our lives right now, is just showing each other like, this is what I'm having for dinner.
Yeah. This is my lunch.
Every day we take a picture of what we're eating for supper to show each other, and once a week
What new places we've tried.
once a week we're getting takeout or whatever. Josh actually was like, should we get takeout today? And he actually was like, should we get Paros again? That's a great place out here in Airdrie, and it's so good. Shout out to Paros. I've never had a bad meal there. It's so delicious.
Is that what you guys got?
No.
Oh yeah.
Sorry?
I was wondering if that's what you got, because now I realize you had Caesar salad.
I ended up cooking, and I said keep the restaurant for like tomorrow or the next day, because it's supposed to be like snowy and rainy.
Yeah, for sure.
Crappy, depressing weather. So I thought like that would be something to look forward to. So today was like a nice sunny day.
Some barbecue again.
Yeah, he barbecued chicken on the barbecue today. So we're gonna take a rain check for maybe tomorrow or something. So
yeah.
we'll see what we want.
That sounds yummy.
How was your food last night, Jenna? Jenna ordered some Italian food for their anniversary.
It was really good. It was a bit of a production getting it though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we earlier in the day we looked them up. They're on Skip the Dishes, so we just looked at the menu to see what we were gonna get, and then we wanted to plan it so that it got here after Austin was in bed, so that we could enjoy just like a nice dinner, the two of us. So it was about 6:00 and Austin goes down at 6:30. So we went on to Skip the Dishes to place the order, and it says restaurant closed. And I was like, what? I was like, no, there's no way. Like, I know they're open. So we phoned them, and the guy's like, oh no, we're open. We've been getting orders. So something must have happened in the app at 6:00 that turned the restaurant off or something.
So Jordan's like, okay, well, do you deliver? And he's like, no, you'd have to pick it up. And he's like, okay, that's fine. Well, we just haven't fully decided what we want, so I'll call you right back. So he gets off the phone. We fully decide what we want. Phone back, goes right to voicemail. For 20 minutes, we phoned one after another, and it just kept going to voicemail. So finally, I was like, I bet you when he hung up, he didn't hang up. I bet you the phone's off the hook. So
Oh my goodness.
then Jordan messaged them on Facebook and was like, listen, like, are you open or no? Like, says skip the dishes, says you're closed, and I phone, you say you're open, now you're not answering. And then, I don't know, like maybe 10 minutes later, they're like, oh no, we're open. We just left the phone off the hook. So we phoned and ordered, and then Jordan went and picked it up. But it still ended up being fine timing. It was just like a funny time trying to get the order placed. So
You definitely have the patience, because for me, after calling once, I'd like, no, we're done. I don't care. I need to eat now.
well, we thought about ordering somewhere else, but we had been talking about it for days, and like it was, so we even looked at a couple of other restaurants too, but we were just like, like that's what we want. So we were like, okay, 10 more minutes.
You actually like go through the menu and you like pick out this perfect meal and you have it in your head.
Yeah.
And then you can't get it. You're like, no.
Yeah. And then when we got it, it was like totally worth it. Like fresh made pasta is just, there's nothing like it. So
Yeah.
it was really good. And then we finished the puzzle that we got. So that was cool.
Very romantic.
Yeah, I know. Well, we drank wine and did a puzzle together, and I thought that was like, it was a real test of our relationship that we didn't break up over trying to do a puzzle together.
How times have changed, eh?
Right?
It's like, for our anniversary, we did a puzzle.
Yeah.
And then there's Amanda just schooling everyone at chess. Schooling Josh at chess.
Yeah, we got a chess board, and I used to love playing chess back when I was a kid, and it's like I haven't played in so long, and I'm like, let's play chess, and yeah, I schooled him the first, I don't know, 4 times.
Awesome.
And then he's like, yeah, let's play again, and I don't know if he like looked up like cheat moves or whatever he did, but he like kicked my ass 2 times in a row, and I was like, oh my god, like what is happening?
That's hilarious.
So we haven't played since then, so I gotta find the cheats and get back on my game.
What's Eric doing back there?
I'm not sure what he's doing. But pretty much like we've been playing Jackbox with our friends really like remotely whenever we can.
That's really fun.
And that's always like a really good laugh. And last night we played that with a couple of our friends and it was fun. And we've been playing with our parents as well and everyone. So that's kind of kept us entertained. And of course all the like video calls and FaceTime.
Hi,
Things
Kelly.
like that keep us busy. My daughter's still wide awake.
Yeah,
So
she's super
fresh,
happy.
Tired.
Is Preston sleeping?
Oh yeah, he's. I'm in the room and he's downstairs with Josh.
Oh.
Let me see. All I have to do is look at his monitor and see if he's back in the crib. No, he's downstairs with Josh.
Hilarious.
Is she partying?
Yeah, I think having the FaceTime and stuff like that has just helped so much to stay a little bit more connected.
Right?
Oh, for sure. I can imagine like this happening in a time with like no technology whatsoever. Like
Yeah.
you just be like cut
I
off
know.
from everyone and like no way to talk to anyone. But at least we're very like fortunate to be able to even do this right now. Right?
Yeah.
Like, be able
We
to
did a
talk to each
FaceTime.
other.
We did a FaceTime last night with my. Whoa.
What just happened? What do you girls have planned for the next week here? What are your big to-dos?
I'm just gonna go on walks whenever I can when it's not snowing.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be crappy the next 2 days, so I think the next 2 days maybe I'll just like clean more and like wash the bathrooms, which I've been dreading to do. Well, I've done the bathrooms, but not like the showers.
Yeah.
I keep doing. So I'll probably like do the showers and maybe like find some more stuff to like throw online to sell. Because this is the time to like purge.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're actually saying like so many donation bins are like overflowing right now because so many people are
I know.
just like going through all their clothes, going through everything.
It's kind of unfortunate because they all say that they're closed, but people keep leaving stuff, and now it's all going to have to go to the dump.
And they say like if you leave them outside of the bin, they all have to go to the dump.
Yeah.
They'll just be sitting out there.
Oh my God, really?
Because they get wet and then moldy and...
Yeah, so really you're not doing like anyone a service, you're actually just making it more work for them.
Yeah.
They actually have to go and dispose of all the clothes after.
Oh my
So
God.
if
maybe the best bet,
just hold on to it until everything's open. Like if you can just keep it in your basement
Yeah.
for like a couple months, do it that
or
way.
hold on to it and post it, but like for free, but somebody
Yeah,
who's in need.
exactly.
Hopefully someone who's in need will take it and not just some like
Reseller.
blow that has some money and like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna resell this. Like hopefully, you know.
Like someone who's going to buy a swing set and then post it for more than it's actually worth new.
Oh, yeah, so I went to buy the swing set for Preston, and this woman was like, it was $100, and the woman's like, sorry, I already have somebody before you. I'm like, okay, no problem. And the woman who bought it posted it for $200 and tried to make an extra $100 in this time.
And you can buy it for brand new for $150.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made like
She was selling it for $200 used.
So crazy.
Me and Jenna both messaged her and said and showed her like a screenshot of the $159 one and was like, you could buy it brand new for less. And she's like, sorry, final sale or final price.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Price is firm.
Yeah.
That doesn't make
sorry,
any
price
sense.
firm. It's like,
And then I
People
called her
are
on
trying to
buying it
invent it.
already from someone else and reselling it for more, and then she stopped messaging me back.
yeah, it's unreal.
Well, on that note, I think,
Having to let you guys
yeah,
go, 'cause
Chantal's gonna have to
Chantal's
go.
losing her mind now.
So stay tuned, and we'll update you on our exhilarating quarantine life next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mom gang out.
Bye, guys.